Woohoo! I am live here at Okies Hustle. Uno momento. I apologize for that. I have a live on my Okies Eden channel at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. But there is something I did want to talk about today because it's something I was dealing with today that can help your YouTube experience and might make it easier for you. A lot of you already do this. A lot of you already know this. Hey, Mrs. Paula. But if you don't know this, if you're a new content creator, welcome. Here is some advice I could give you that I learned. I have been out in my garden for my other channel. I've been filming since about 7 a.m. I just finished. It's 1 p.m. I've done 2 videos. They're about 15 minutes apiece. So that shows you how many hours you need to do and edit and work at to get it down to what you would consider content creation. With that said, what you can do is, if you're new to YouTube and you're trying to figure out the whole thing, batch video your stuff. Keep a bunch of different shirts, depending on what you're doing for your channel, hats, sunglasses, shirts, outfits, tools, whatever you're doing, cooking utensils, cooking stuff, whatever. Batch film. It does help. YouTube can be and can seem like a full-time job. If you're doing shorts, short videos, I do some dad jokes. I will batch those. I'll do 10 or 15 or 20 jokes in 15 minutes. I'll change a shirt, change a hat, change your glasses, not wear a hat, not wear whatever. Go outside, stay inside. But then I film, because they're only 15 to 20 second segments. So just go knock them out. Change your shirt, do another joke, change your glasses, do another joke. And then you just upload them one at a time. And then you go in and you just start editing each and every one. It'll take a couple hours, but then you can schedule 2 weeks worth of videos. If you're doing say you're doing shorts, say that's what your repertoire is or what your shtick is. If you're doing shorts, only shorts, you can go in and you can do 20 shorts, and for the next 2-3 weeks, you can just schedule those shorts out. If you're trying to do a short every day, and every day you're going in and setting up your equipment and your computer and your phone and everything else, blah, 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 you're just wasting time. Go knock it out. I knew I could have done a 30 or 40 minute video today, but you'll see in the video upcoming, stick on warts, etc. Yeah. I do want to get some fake mustaches, but I mustache you. Where would you get them? There you go, mustache you. But anyways, so like I said, I've been rototilling, I have been weeding, I have been putting fence up, tearing fence down, and it's hot out there in southern Oklahoma. And I finally just said, that's it. I got 2 videos out of it, and one is almost all edited, the other one is in edit. But here's the other tip, and I know Paula's here. Paula knows this. Anybody that's here that follows me, we all kind of do the same kind of stuff. We know a lot of the same things, and we're trying to help those that are maybe new to YouTube. Is doing your videos in such that you can pull, hey Nicola, how you doing? You can pull shorts out of your long form videos. And I was just going to talk about Nicola. It's funny she's here, because I was just going to say, a couple weeks ago, Nicola said to me, hey Okies, you know, you have an awesome channel. You're like a celebrity. You're like a superstar. People worship you, Okies. That's what she was telling me. That's how I remember it. But no, Nicola told me, number one, turn my phone so it was horizontal when I was doing some of my outside stuff. I wasn't doing that. I took the advice. It does help. It does make it look much nicer. You can see more of the garden, less of me. So that's always a plus. So I did. I turned my phone horizontally. She told me about turning my phone horizontally during a live, which I'm doing right now. I figured that out. She helped me with that. So I appreciate that. That's what this whole channel is about, is we help each other. We take each other's advice and we try to implement it in our YouTube channels. So she did. She told me to just go horizontally with the screen, which I did. But she also has been asking for, hey, do a longer form video of your garden. So I said, okay, I'm going to. I know I need to get there. So now, today, I'm going to have 2 15-minute videos coming out in the next couple of days of the expansion, because I'm trying to, I did that Okies, what was it? My origin story. When I first, the whole Okies story goes way back. This is literally just the actual manually turning the garden into Okies Eden, the origin story of that. I started with a 10 by 10 garden. Hey Peter, how you doing? So literally 5 years ago, I turned a 10 by 10 garden. It's in a lot of my early videos. I've posted it on a community post. After today, I mean, I worked so hard. I mean, I'm not just blowing my own horn. I think I lost about 20 pounds of water weight today because it is humid out there. My garden 5 years ago was 100 square feet. It was 10 foot by 10 foot. It is today, as of today, I put the stakes in to put the fence around it. I'm at 3,200 square feet. So it is 32 times bigger than the original Okies garden from 5 years ago. And that's been my dream. And so it's happening. Now that I have the tiller and a riding mower, and I'm going to be getting a cultivator, that's going to increase. So I didn't want to get off on the garden stuff because I'm going to do a live later about my garden. This was just a quick one because I did want to talk about taking shorts from your long form videos. So if you can segment it right when you're doing your shooting and you're doing your videotaping, you can go both ways with it. Make sure, you know, if you take the time to research and script out your videos, you can segment it such that each one, thank you, Nicola, so that each piece can become a short later on. So if you can plan it that way, and then the important thing is if you can get some really good shorts, because remember the YouTube algorithm pushes the shorts out differently. They really push the shorts because they wanted to get people to get into shorts, kind of to be TikTok-ish, to get the shorts out there. Boom, really quick hitting videos, people can watch, blah, blah, blah. But if you can turn those into a successful short, and then when you get to the end screen or the card or whatever at the end of the short, then you tie those back into the long form video, is just another tip. So if you're a new YouTuber, that's just a hack, a YouTube hack. Put in some short stuff, and then it's in the 90s here today, Peter, or Nicola, whoever just asked that, I didn't see it. I saw a temperature. It's about 90 plus Fahrenheit, but it's very humid today because it wants to rain, but it is just holding off. So that would be my advice to a new YouTuber, is make sure when you're doing your video, batch videotape. So you can do 4 or 5 or 10 shorts in one sitting. Just change your shirt, change your glasses, change whatever you're doing. And then take your long form videos, make sure they're segmented, and put your little transitions in there if you want. And then you can pull little shorts out of those, and then make those shorts pop, and then have those shorts at the cards or the end screen at the end, send it to your long form video. That would be my advice. That's just me, what I've learned. You know, I just wanted to pass that along. I was only gonna be on here for a few minutes. I just wanted to let people know that if you're a new YouTuber, I've been watching everybody. I see that everybody's numbers are climbing, and that is great. I hadn't I had been babysitting for the last 5 days. I just got home. I took my grandson back. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, it's great way to do it. Let me see. I, I, I follow Epic Gardening. Yes, I do follow Epic Gardening. Is that what you're talking about? I follow Epic Gardening, yes. I also follow Patty B Gardening. She's not as big as Epic Gardening, but she's like me. I'm a real, Epic Gardening is professionally done, you can tell. Mine's not. I'm just a Joe Schmo gardener. I've worked on a farm since I was a kid. I learned from my grandfather, an old farmer I knew, my mom, my grandmother. That's how I learned. Well, I appreciate that, Nicola. So everything I learned is experience. I've had stuff die on me. I've had stuff produce great amounts, great yields. And I just learned from that. And I learned from that. I like science. I study science. I enjoy science. I wouldn't call it teaching. I'd call it stumbling through a topic. But I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Jaden. But anyways, getting back, I just, shorts to longs and longs to shorts. You can also, if you have a bunch of shorts, and Peter, I think you do a bunch of shorts, what you can also do is just save those to you can save those to your device, Peter, or whoever's listening, and then put them into your editor, and you can make a long form video out of it so you get time, because shorts, you don't get the time for the shorts. It collects information on how many views you get, but it doesn't count your time against your watch hours on a short. But what you can do is you can take your short, bring them in, edit them into a longer form video so they're not considered a short, and then save it over to the long form, and then allow people to go watch the long form, and then you can accrue your hours. So there's that also. But that was really it. I hope everybody's doing, a short compilation, yes. I was shocked. Like I said, I had my grandson for almost 6 days. I had him 6 nights, 5 days. And I got him home last night, 9:30, got him back home, got him in bed and everything. His parents got home safely from their trip and came home and crashed. And then I started right up in the morning going. And I hadn't checked. I was at like, 67 or 68 on my Okies Hustle on this channel. And I was at 392, and I put a YouTube, what do you call them, the community post out saying, hey, help me get to 400, blah, 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 trying to just beg for, begging for my food. But didn't really see nothing after that. And then when I just got on a few minutes ago, I was videotaping some stuff outside in the garden. I saw him at 410. I don't know where all of a sudden it was like, boom, I look and it's 410. I guess that's just the way YouTube is. I got some really good comments from new followers and new watchers. I mean, it's really cool. So they tell YouTube themselves they'll push that you do shorts also, because they say your shorts can help your long form. But the problem is, I think you can get in this mode where shorts are easy, shorts are quick, and it can be like a rush, a high, like really quick hit, like boom, I got 1,200. I got 1,600 views on my short in 12 hours. That's great. And then you go upload a long form because they don't push it the same, and you get 80. And it's kind of a downer. But as soon as you understand, you can kind of get it in your mind how they push them differently. I know that's why the SEO, yes, and they require less editing, Peter, correct. And I love shorts. I mean, that's why I love the jokes. I mean, because you can pop videos out. Now, speaking of that, what's today? Wednesday. So over the weekend, I'm releasing 2 videos on the Okies Eden site on what I did in the garden today. So they're gonna be like 2 15-minute videos of my resizing of the garden. And from that, I did two shorts. I'm not gonna say what they were. The one's pretty funny, I think, because it's just me being me. That's how I act in real life. And that's gonna be a short. So what I'll do is I'm gonna release the long form and then one of the shorts I pulled from that. So I'll release the long form first, give it a few hours, then the short will release. But then the short will immediately point and direct others. It'll be on the playlist to then go to this long form video. So that's gonna be a test. And then the second one, the same thing. I have kind of a funny, quirky type thing that's a short in that second video that's 15 minutes long that will then hopefully tie it in and send them back to the long form video. So that's what I'm trying next. But yes, Nicole, I saw that with the shorts. A lot of it is, I think, interacting. I think going in, watching people in your niche and interacting with them and following them and all that. I think that kind of helps. I think once you get to a certain point, I've noticed in my own channel, even if my shorts views dip, all of my other analytics, I'm still getting really good click-through rate. I'm still getting really good, how many people, the impressions versus how many views I actually got. That's really good. How many stayed and watched versus how many clicked away. That's been really good. So I've noticed that that's gotten better. And I think honestly that's due to you're getting some strong following and some good viewers and subscribers and you interact with them. So I think that helps a lot. Yeah. Long form. So long form and lives and stuff is how you're going to get your time. That's just the nature of the beast. I watch a few channels that, they have 15, 20,000 viewers, some 10. And, they only post once a week and they'll get 20,000 views, 30,000 views, and they're monetized. They post once a week because they have a following now. And that's, I'm going to be talking about SEO and how the SEO can affect your channel. Is it good? Is it bad? I've been working on the video. I have it scripted. I'm just getting ready to put it into video format and release it on Okies Hustle. And so I'm working on that. So I don't want to divulge too much information on that, but it's only going to be a 10-minute video on, is SEO good? Is it bad? Does it work? Is it not good? Is it both? And it's just my opinion. Again, I'm not a guru. I'm just giving people my opinion. But I do have those videos coming out. Hey, Rustic Rich, how you doing, Brian? So that is where I'm at with that. So I'm hoping everybody else is growing well. So Rustic, yes, I have looked at TubeBuddy. I need to look at it more. I look at ChatGPT a lot. I do vidIQ a lot. I'm not sold on those. I need to look out TubeBuddy more. Okay. Send it. Go to my homepage. My email's there. Shoot me an email. I'll look it up. But TubeBuddy, I think, is pretty good. There's a few good ones out there. I'm not, I always talk about the gurus. I joke about them, but there's some good sites out there. ChatGPT is good for some things. It is not for others. Like if you ask it for, hey, gardening, tomatoes, give me the most trending or the most viral whatever trending keywords and hashtags for tomato growing, and you put that in ChatGPT, it'll come back with this. Yeah, use these keywords. These are trending in 2025. These are the hot words to use. Blah blah blah. Here's 5 or 10 hashtags. These are trending. Use these. They'll go viral, or they can go viral. I don't take their word for it. I then take those, and that just gives me ideas, because you might be thinking of, tomatoes, tomato soup, tomato bisque. You might not be thinking, tomato seeds, tomato planting, tomato harvesting. And it'll give you a bunch of new ideas. So then what I do is I go into my YouTube and I start to type those in. And as they start to come up, it'll tell you, it'll populate that field, and it'll tell you, what's trending basically. Well, some of the ones they give you don't even show up. So, yeah, I don't think, yes, Mrs. Paula, I like it for title. And even if you don't use, that's what I said in one of my videos, even if you don't use it for the exact title, if you don't take it verbatim, hey teacher, Kelly, how you doing? So even if you don't take it verbatim and say, copy and paste it, you can change it around to make it what you want. Same thing with the description. So typically what I do, to be honest, Paula, is I'll have my concept before I even create the video. I know I'm going to do one on fencing my garden in. I'll go in and say, hey, can you create me a title that, a good title that's trending, blah, 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 for fencing in my garden. It'll give me some ideas. Hey, Chef said, and then I'll take that. If I like if I find the title I like, then I copy that, put it back into ChatGPT and say, okay, you gave me a title. Now I want a description that has a lot of the real trending good keywords that are organically placed into the wording, and give me a pinned comment with a call to action and maybe some good hashtags. Yeah, no problem, Mrs. Paula. So I do that, and then it comes back with all this information, and then I can just adjust the ChatGPT however you want to make it fit your style. Because AI still doesn't know who you are exactly, it doesn't get inside your mind, doesn't know what your intent is. It's just giving you information that is just, it's just computer created. It's artificially created. It's, hey, do this. It doesn't really know all the time what you're trying to what your vision is. It can't tell what your vision is actually for your channel. So, but I did want to talk about that real quick, everybody. I'm going to leave here pretty soon. I just wanted to mention, hey, do your videos so you can take shorts out of your longs, and do it in reverse. If you're doing a bunch of shorts, then later on do a compilation, re-edit it, reload it, put it back on YouTube, and let that gain hours for you. So there's a couple ways you can do that. And then, batch video. If you're doing a bunch of shorts, boom, 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 batch videos. Teacher Kelly, yeah, I'll go check that out. Yep, I'm gonna go live, I think at 2:30 or ish. I'm gonna be on Okies Eden on my gardening channel, talking about some stuff. But I will go to your channel here in a few minutes. I just gotta make a couple notes. That's great. You're gonna do a collaboration. I'll definitely watch some of that, and then I'll definitely stream it later. So everybody have a great day. Probably 2:30, 2:45, I'm gonna go live for my Okies Eden, and I have a scripted. I do scripted stuff so I can talk. If nobody shows up, I just talk for 15 or 20 minutes. So if you don't show up at the live, it's no big deal. You can go back and watch it later. So with that said, you guys all have a great day. Maybe I'll see you later, maybe I won't. Take care.